a wrestling podcast. I'm Alex. That's Peter.
I was waiting on Shaw. I
He
apologize.
he's not paying attention. That's Shahid right there in the
I'm
middle.
here.
He's here, him right there. That guy. He's present. That's what they say. But anyway, to it is the week of the Royal Rumble. It's actually 2 days before the Royal Rumble
Man,
when this is being recorded, and it's special for a few of us because we know quite a few people are going to be there. Me and Peter will be in attendance at the Royal Rumble, and we're going to give our thoughts about the Royal Rumble. First of all, guys, let's just go. Women's Royal Rumble. Who do you have, Shahid? Since you're paying attention right now, who you got as the winner?
I was paying attention earlier. I'm sorry I was putting my IT stuff. Hi y'all. I'm a nerd. But this year during the Royal Rumble, I mean, I would like for AJ Lee to come back and win. That's my fantasy booking, but I know that's not going to happen, and that's fine. But my wild card for the Royal Rumble to win is Candice LeRae.
Okay. I don't even know what to say about that. It's one in my life.
That's my wild card. My
AJ
wild
Lee.
card. Look, the shot sheets is tingling, baby.
AJ Lee makes way more sense than
I got
Candice
AJ
LeRae.
Lee coming back, and I got Candice LeRae winning
The
the Royal Rumble.
the Speed Women's Champion. There we go. Peter, what do you
Yeah,
think? What do
say
you
what you
got,
want.
brother, for the Women's Royal
after
Rumble?
that, I don't know what to think. I got a appearance from I could see AJ, but I'm looking forward to see if Jordan Grace makes an appearance as an official member of the WWE roster. As far as winner, the build to this hasn't really been much. It's been a few people announcing they was gonna be in it. I don't see a fan favorite towards it. I'm gonna just go with it and I'm gonna go with Charlotte just because
All
that's the
right.
only hype that's been for it. It's been Charlotte. I there's a part of me, and this is since Shaw went on his weird nerd rant with Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go say there's a part of me that wants to see Bianca win, and the only reason why is because I want to see Bianca and Rhea Ripley. And I feel like we don't need to wait too long on getting that match. It's been teased, it's been talked about. Let's go and do it while they still, before it's, too late.
Before
Like
Rhea
how
has
we
another injury. Good
yeah,
God.
definitely that. I don't want to be in a situation like Otis and Chad Gable where everybody's like, "Oh, it's too late for that now. We don't care anymore."
I get that.
So,
I definitely get that. Definitely
so
makes
yeah,
sense.
that's the only reason why I would want that.
And I definitely think that's a great match. For myself, the person I want to see, the surprise appearance, I got a few inklings. Like I love Melina. I love Melina from her time in OVW, and I think she's going to be there. I just love seeing her.
She
Uh,
made a public statement since the whole she was missing and she ain't missing.
she said, "Thanks everybody, I'm alive. Thanks for thanks for the searching. I'm okay." That it wasn't like a big one, like oh my
I
god, it
s-
wasn't like that. But it was like straight to the point.
I seen a picture of her uh at a training like is it some sort of wrestling training session. I think was it Zelina and
That was it.
what's her okay.
That
Yeah,
was it.
so
That was it.
seeing
Yes.
her there lets me know there's a chance she could possibly pop up in the
She's ready to come back, get her
yeah.
work in the E. Obviously, I don't see Melina winning. The winner is either Becky or Charlotte. I give it to Charlotte um, because Charlotte and Tiffy is Tiffy's dream to wrestle Charlotte, and we don't have to like Charlotte Flair, but we need to respect Charlotte Flair that she can deliver a good wrestling match. Um, you know, um, she's obviously a better athlete than her father. Charlotte hits hard. She can sell. She can do everything. So I'm predicting Charlotte. But the AJ Lee thing, I would love to see AJ Lee win the win. Come in and win. At least come in. at least come in. Like she doesn't even have to win, but her to come back and maybe it'll set up a tag team match of on Raw, obviously, of CM Punk and AJ versus Becky and Seth. Not that anybody wants to see that though, because Becky and Seth
No,
together is trash on TV.
that ruined his. That was the beginning of the end of his big baby face push. Was that shirt that said "the man's man"?
Yeah, and yeah, that's yeah. Who takes who from behind? It's not you, Seth.
I don't know what was worse, him being
Yeah, but at
paired
that
with
time,
her.
Becky Lynch was a bigger star than Seth was.
I
When she
don't
comes
know if I.
back, she'll still be a bigger star than Seth in the WWE's eyes.
Of course,
I don't think so. I don't.
I think they wanted to build them
it's
equally.
Becky Lynch.
I don't think Becky's bigger than Tiff. I just She had
Well,
that moment,
Crazy.
but I don't think she's ever matched. And that's just. And I'm not trying to say it like with any negativity towards her, but that man moment was nice. But I don't anything after that. I don't. Yeah,
big time Bex.
yeah, I didn't care for it.
I mean, I'm not mad at you for not caring for it. I'm just because it wasn't something for me either. I thought it was kind of dry, but that was what it was. And then, so let's talk about this 2 out of 3 falls match. DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Who do you got, guys? Shaw.
Just by default, because I really don't care for either tag team. I guess
Jesus.
Motor City Machine Guns.
Jesus. Okay. Peter?
I got DIY, and what I what what I'm thinking is I think this is going to be a sleeper hit. I think this might end up being one of the best matches on the card.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 falls. We don't have many matches, so they're going to get a lot of time. Um, I think this is gonna be a banger. I don't know. Shaw says he didn't care about either team, but these is two good quality teams. These four guys who solo wise have got nice good careers with them. Like I'm excited for this one. I don't see why you couldn't be.
It is
I
nice to see an AEW match in a WWE ring.
Not I don't think any one of those guys has even been foot in an AEW ring.
It's gonna be flippy, flippy, leg slappy. It's all it's gonna fucking be. I'm sorry, I don't care for that style of wrestling. Call me Jim Cornette, call me whatever you want. But we know what we're gonna get.
I think even Jim Cornette likes DIY.
no, he likes
Oh, he
Champa.
He
was
shouldn't.
complaining. He was complaining
He
about
does.
the whole Johnny wrestling thing.
He
I
doesn't like.
forgot it.
He likes
Yeah, I
Champa,
did.
and he likes the machine guns. He just doesn't like
I
Gargano.
forgot all about that. I did.
For myself, I think this is going to be it's going to be the hit. It's going to be the best wrestling match on the show. I know Shaw. I know you hate the modern wrestling, but modern wrestling is modern wrestling. Modern wrestling is important because we need variety. It's like some people don't like the comedy stuff in wrestling. Like our wrestling needs to be serious. But you love our truth. You think he's a you and a lot of people think he's a national treasure. I think he is too. But that's from his NWA stuff. That's from his when he broke and he was smoking cigarettes and he was being a crazy, not really crazy, but just angry and upset at the way he was treated and the opportunities he was given. I know that's not what's made him his money, and I understand that. But I think this is going to be the match that cooks. I love the DIY matches that they had with FTR and all the other tag teams in that old NXT. And what can we say about the Motor City Machine Guns other than they made tag team wrestling what it is right now? But what I am going to say, you called it an AEW match, sir, correct?
Yes, it was.
It is not. Because TNA did
Oh, it will be.
AEW,
It is, and I
TNA did AEW matches better than AEW has ever done them. So it's a TNA match. It's a TNA match. Let's get that
I
right.
like
Give
modern wrestling. I do
Put
like
some
modern
respect on
wrestling. Like I
TNA's
like
name.
TNA. No, TNA is modern wrestling, and I love TNA. I love what TNA is doing with a lot of ex WWE stars, giving them a second win. Some people a fifth win if you talk about the Hardys. But as far as the flippy leg slappy, I mean, I know what it's going to be. I'm not expecting anything. It's going to be a bunch of different spots with a pose, crowd stare. Everyone goes, yeah, it's going to be some crazy spots there. Cool, but it's a fucking AEW match in WWE.
What
I mean,
wrestling do you like?
I mean, what wrestler do I like,
No,
no
no, no,
wrestling.
no.
and
What
what
style of wrestling do you like?
my favorite wrestlers are the John Cena's, the Rocks. I like the Indies, but what I'm saying to sit here and say that this style of wrestling is new, it's not new. It's just what was in the underground pushed to the top. It's not new. It's the Indies just put in the main roster. It's not new and creative. I don't understand that. Japan been doing that shit since the fucking 80s.
Yeah, Japan, but
So it's not modern. It's not new. It's just we're gonna take. It's like it's wrestling MMA. It's what it is. You're taking all the different styles and combining them into one, and that's
that's always
cool and
been
it
wrestling.
works. But I just don't like the way they do it. Yeah,
So you're just not a fan of the style of Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa,
no,
and Chris Sabin and Alex
no,
Shelley. And that's all you have to say.
hell no,
But
no.
Alex Shelley is a man that I feel helped carry TNA, and Chris Sabin definitely did. You know, there's a lot
But
of wrestlers.
none of y'all's top five or top three do the stuff that y'all are defending. Like, dude, you like Triple H, you like Hulk Hogan. They can barely walk. Better yet, do a flip.
Triple
But you
H can walk
defend this
fine.
style of wrestling, and then when I say I don't like it, y'all look like what? How can you say that? Y'all
I
favorite
don't.
wrestlers don't even do that stuff.
No, no, no. Okay, no. So here's the thing. So ask me what makes wrestling great for me is character work. No one does character work anymore, except Roman Reigns. That's my
Mm,
favorite consistent wrestler.
CM Punk,
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes,
No.
Drew McIntyre.
Cody Rhodes' character is just is Homelander plus trash. To me, Cody Rhodes is trash. I will always say
Whoa!
that Cody Rhodes is trash. As
But
you
I'm
told me,
crazy. You
no,
just said Cody Rhodes is trash.
as you told me, Steen is trash. You said Kevin Owens is trash. You told me that
He
earlier,
told me that too.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
since
Kevin Steen, yeah.
that's the next match, we all know who's going over. But let's talk about it. Since we all know who's going
Okay.
over, so let's talk about it. Shahid, Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship.
I would say
Cody's gonna win.
that
That's as simple as that. But do you think it's going
Cody's
to be a good
winning.
match?
He's gonna have both belts. Yeah, it's gonna be a great fucking match. Cody Rhodes is in that mug.
Cody doesn't make great matches.
I love Cody. Nah, you gonna talk? Hey, you leave Cody. Peter, come to my honor and defend me.
I know he likes Cody, but you
I
can't put
love
down Steen.
I love Cody, and this probably is my most anticipated match. Well, no, I gotta say the Rumble is, but I am looking forward to this match mainly because I'm big. The Wing Eagle is my favorite belt, so I'm just to be like I was at a WWE match. I was at a WWE show, and the Wing Eagle was there. I missed it in the '90s, so I get to see it Saturday. And then I'm a Cody fan, so I get to see Cody.
Do you
And
plan
we
on
get
getting
a
yours
ladder
signed?
match.
That's true too. Do you plan on getting yours signed, sir, by someone?
I You know what? I don't plan on going to what is the event? Because I've seen some of the prices and like I don't know if I want to do that. Uh,
They doing all three days. Cody's doing Sunday as well. So if you want to just
oh,
stay a
is he?
day, yeah, Cody's doing both days.
How much is Cody charging?
It was more than I would pay, so that's the reason I wouldn't go. But no, like I said this: if there was only one person I would go and get an autograph from, and yes, he hates black people, but it's Hulk Hogan, and I was
Is
going.
he gonna be there?
No, he's not going to be there, and because I was going to go, and I was going to bring my belt, and I was like, sign the goddamn NWO belt. But then when I found out you can get signed NWO belts for cheap because his name value has dropped so much, so it doesn't matter. I can just go buy one for $800. I don't need to have to do it.
I know for a minute. I don't know if they still are. For a minute, there were certain people that would just like if you paid them, you could just mail them stuff and they'll
Oh,
sign
you
it.
can do it with Hogan. You can do that with
Okay,
Hogan. You can do it.
that's what I was gonna ask. Like, could you
You can
do
do
that
it with
with
Hogan.
him?
Yeah. I mean, I could just go to the beat shop if I
He gonna be
if
butt ass naked in his kitchen signing your belt.
so not only I have Hogan's sperm on my belt.
That
RP
or that
RP.
or he's putting Nick to work to sign it.
It's as long as it says Hogan, brother, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They'll be happy, dude. Well, but I know that Cody's winning. I think this will be the match of the one of the matches of the night. I think they'll do a lot of bumps. I think we're going to see a hardcore version of Cody because there's no way he can't be hardcore and dirty and rougher than he was when he was doing the stuff with AJ Styles and the Stars because that was kind of lame. But man, I hope the
I
match will
don't
be
blame
good.
that on. I don't think that should be Cody's fault. That's whoever
Booking
whoever the
decisions.
agent. Yeah, whoever the
Yeah,
agent was.
true. I mean, the match was good.
He got his ass beat throughout the whole match, but it was the stairs that made you quit. The stairs.
Once again, I think that's the agent's issue and not the guys. That's not Cody and, and AJ's fault. They just well, unless within the instance, Cody and AJ, I'm sure they got some say. If they agreed and thought that was a good ending, then yeah, that's on them.
I feel he should have took the bump with the Stars, like in a safe way, obviously, and then he should have been written off because he didn't come back because he went to Noah and he stayed gone for months, and then he came back a babyface and hurt himself against Carmelo.
And that
So
sucks because he had that nice entrance and the introduction and all that, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then I started thinking like him and Carmelo, this is gonna be nice, and then all of a sudden he hurts his ankle. Like, it was embarrassing.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he feels bad about it, but
Oh, I'm sure he is. He felt better after the election though.
oh yeah, he did. Finally, we can get out rid of all these Mexicans tilling my soil because they don't want none. Flat Earth. Poor AJ.
That's not
Still
true.
playing. Still playing Super Nintendo. God damn it. All that money. The only one running around with a Super Nintendo. Everybody else got a PS5.
Did you watch his when he had the YouTube show where he was like it was like his own spin-off of Up Up Down Down where he
Yes, I
was
did. I did watch it. AJ's hilarious, like, because he's passionate about it. So, like, more passionate than a normal. Like, he's more passionate than Cardona is about toys. Like, he's like, God damn it. Yeah, I'm like, damn, AJ. Like, you need to take some Vicodin before you go outside. Shit. I don't know, but AJ was in. AJ was there. did watch that, and I am watching what you posted in the chat about Stephanie McMahon. I love Stephanie. I'm here for it.
okay. So you watching out of love for stuff?
Yeah,
Okay, because I'm watching it and it's like I I don't need it.
I need it. Her husband's going into the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Triple H, my second favorite wrestler. He deserves it. I still think Bray Wyatt should have went in first.
So for a minute, and I've been tuning it out. It was like a conspiracy theory that they ain't together anymore, and and then I
Stiff and
saw it.
Steph and
Yeah,
Triple
yeah.
H.
And I didn't think nothing, about it. But now every time I see them together in public,
It
they're
looks
so fake.
looks fake. Yeah, yeah. and they probably not. You know, Triple H probably having sex with somebody. Who do you think has the best physique? Because Triple H likes muscles. Let's be honest. In real life, Triple H loved being with China. When you go back and you look at that post when Howard Stern was talking about how China wasn't a woman,
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't seem
he
like he
didn't
was a
he
fan
wasn't
about
happy.
it.
He wasn't
Yeah, he
happy
even
about that.
defended that.
He
Like he
defended
said,
her.
he didn't find no problem about it.
You know, he's like, oh no, Joni got hit in the throat. Joni was a woman to me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, she wasn't bigger than me, when she wasn't bigger than him. So no. So Stephanie, is she Stephanie really what he likes? I don't think so. So Jonathan
And then
Gresham better watch out when.
also hearing how how people like Cornette and stuff talk about old DX and stuff the way that people around said that he treated China. It don't seem nothing about how it doesn't seem anything close to how he was with Stephanie. Like
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. It just seems, Stephanie was a business move and a long game business move. No hate to the game at all, but if she was a business move, more power to him. He's running the company. Her daddy, there's no blood. None of her blood is there, unless you count him. But that's it. No blood is there. Only marriage. That's all she got left in the WWE.
forgot this was the podcast. So in the in just in the event that things go really good for me, rap wise, and I'm got some partnership with WWE. Let's take this at least the clip of me talking about Triple H and Stephanie. Let's
Out of the situation.
just cut it.
I was thinking that too as we went down this rabbit hole. I was like, well, we could get screwed because I do love wrestling, and Triple H is my favorite wrestler, but I can't be saying shit like this. He's like he's right after Hogan, brother, and well,
Is he really?
yeah, he's right after Hogan for me. Uh, so I don't know. It doesn't work like that. But anyway, let's go to the main event of the evening. Hopefully, it's the main event. And the main event might be Z- Owens and
We've gotten some weird years where the main event is like something that didn't need to be the main event. Like the
yeah,
one when we had, I think it was Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, and it was only that because of the ending.
yeah. It might be Owens. The reason I say it might be Owens and Zayn, I mean Owens and Rhodes, is because Owens and Rhodes is a big match. But I think it's the Rumble because of the surprises,
It needs to
that
be
we
the
might be
Rumble.
having.
However, I think one thing that maybe WWE wouldn't even dare go this route, but something that would be super interesting is if we actually went somewhere with the Sami Zayn thing, and he does decide to help Cody, because everybody's been telling him that he's just, you know, been a follower. He's just been going along with everybody else, which in actuality he'd still be doing that. He just, but in his mind, he's making his own decision.
Yeah,
Uh, he'd still be doing that for Kevin,
yeah.
and but that I think that would be interesting if he, went out there to help.
I think he will help, and I think he'll be eliminated by Owens. That's what I'm thinking. Because Owens ain't going to be in the Rumble, but Owens is going to make sure that he doesn't win the Rumble to set up for their match at WrestleMania. That's just how I feel.
And I remember I said in the past I did not want to see them face each other again because
It's been
that
a
was the
million
perfect
times.
ending. The tag team titles, that was the perfect ending for them. However, I don't know. If we did get the situation where Kevin Owens is champ, Sami Zayn, all right, then yeah, I'll take that. And even if we didn't, there's a new dynamic about Kevin question about Sammy being his friend, about Sammy being a follower. I think we can go somewhere. But I personally, I think we done enough. We can wrap it. We don't need to expand on it. But there's new grounds that they can go to. They can do it.
He did stab him in the back by joining the bloodline, and
He did.
Roman Reigns, your best friend, you turned on Cody for doing it. You haven't stunned your best friend yet. The first person I thought he was going to stun, but he didn't stun
Told him
him.
he was over it. He said he understood it and he wasn't
Hmm.
thinking about that. When really he hasn't done it because he still needs him to help him win the
When the
championship.
title, I need you to help me, and I'll help you win. And then I usually beat your ass anyway, so it don't matter. And we'll wrestle each other, and I'll beat your ass again. And that's usually that's what he's putting out there. But I don't know. Who'll see? We'll see. Man, let's get to this main event, the Royal Rumble. We all know what it is. Who do you got winning, Shahid? Oh
We already know the
John
answer.
Cena.
God.
John
Why?
Cena.
So, is there any surprises that you're looking forward
Because
to?
I mean, I'm looking for some surprises, but I really can't go off top because last year I had a list of people, but it really wasn't about the veterans. Hopefully this year with the veterans contract, we get to see some people come back.
That would be nice. Peter, who do you got winning?
I got CM Punk winning,
Yes, sir. Is there
and
any hmm?
I don't have any. We got all these top names. We got Cena, we got Seth, we got Punk. I think these were put in on purpose. Like I'm assuming we would get a surprise, but he's not like a surprise like a big return somebody injured because nobody I can think of is out. Off the top of my head, I know it's probably somebody, but I think the people we will get is some legends is there for the fun pop in for a few minutes and out.
Okay. Okay.
I think we'll get a few of those. Now, I I take that back. There is a person that I do expect, and that's Joe Hendry.
Yes, yes. We believe.
Yeah, I do expect to see him. I expect to see him bring the belt with him as well.
I think we'll get. I think we'll get both TNA belts. Honestly, I think Masha Slamovich will be in there.
He was on NXT, so I wouldn't see what reason why not to.
Jordan
Yeah,
and Jordan Grace will obviously make her. She'll make her debut as a
she made a
WWE
post saying
superstar.
she's actually celebrating her mother's 50th birthday this weekend,
I
and
saw
that
that.
is all for me to believe that she's lying, and she will be at the Rumble.
I mean, I think her mom will be 50, sitting in Indy just like we will be. Brother, watching her daughter tear it up on the main stage, man. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Man, so the person that I have, obviously CM Punk, but CM Punk with the little asterisk of with CM Punk with the favor kicking in, and then we'll see Paul Heyman do an old Hulk Hogan, Sid Vicious, and pull his tribal chief over the top rope, and then CM Punk becomes the number one contender for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes loses the WWE Championship to Roman Reigns on a Saturday night's main event.
Okay, well if that's the case, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
I knew you were
If
gonna say
that's the
something.
case, I got some. Nah, hold on. If we talking fantasy booking, then how about this? And let's say CM Punk does win the fucking Rumble. Let's just say that, right?
Okay.
Now hold on. What if Kevin beats Cody and we got a Punk and Kevin feud?
Now that'd be nice. I think that would be good. I don't see that happening just because.
I rather get Seth
Uh,
Rollins and Punk again before I get Kevin Owens and Punk. To be all the way honest with you,
I mean, I think it would be good. Kevin's safe.
watch that shit happen.
That's what Punk needs. He needs somebody to be safe more so than anything else. He needs somebody to be safe.
I
'Cause if
will
you,
say
Need
Punk's.
somebody to wear a singlet when he's told.
What's wrong with it?
I'm gonna need for
Oh,
you to calm it down, because it doesn't matter if he wears a singlet or a t-shirt or not. I know you don't like Steen, because
If
Steen
CM Punk tells you to wear a singlet, you wear a singlet.
he'll come in there with tights on and he'll look like Dusty Rose, baby. From well, hell, Dusty ain't been as thin as he as Steen has ever been right now. But
all that reminds me of is that CM Punk is more like Triple H.
then he wants to admit it.
Yeah,
I believe that.
especially how he acted in Ring of Honor during his last years backstage, and how he acted at AEW.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and when he comes to NXT, everybody looks at him like that. That's why he loves it.
that's true. That's true. They give, but I think a lot of the older wrestlers feel that way. Because I think honestly, other than Mark Henry, I don't think Mark Henry left for a reason. He didn't feel like he had the respect of being the veteran. They just looked at him as, oh, you used to do it too, so we're more like we're equals because we used to do it too. That's all they
Yeah.
are. So we can just talk. We can have a
But
conversation
Adam
as the
Page addressed
boys.
that though.
What do you say?
I was gonna say, what was his response?
Adam Page was talking about that. He was saying how backstage there were guys that were like trying to give him, pointers and shit, the veterans. And he's like, I'm from the indies. I didn't grow up watching y'all. I grew up watching indie wrestlers and Japanese wrestlers. I didn't grow up wanting to be y'all. So why should I take any advice?
Let me see all the way real with you. It sounds kind of stupid. Just
Yeah,
That's how what he said. That's what he said. And that's how and I agree with that. If I didn't grow up watching your ass, why the fuck am I taking any advice from you?
I feel like if I got a job at McDonald's and I didn't listen to the vets that's been with her for years and be like, man, I always eat at Burger King. What I need to listen to how to do the Big Mac. What?
yeah,
Who cares?
That's the dumbest analogy.
It doesn't matter if he watched Mark Henry not. He's a vet in the business. He's always something you can learn from somebody.
and the
It
thing
didn't
They were
is
matter if
all
he
that
this.
was.
way. Even when the Young Bucks went to WWE, remember when the Young Bucks went to NXT and they were trying out and shit, and they didn't. Booker T was like, they didn't shake anybody's hand. They don't give a fuck about you.
Then get
That's
out.
true, and that is true. But I will. I'll say it's the same attitude, but as different scenarios. They already. I'm pretty sure they already knew Booker wasn't feeling away about him, and they already knew a lot of people that wasn't feeling away about him. And they can be jerks. So that's. But Adam Page is situation's a little bit different. It's the same attitude, but it's the fact that you go in there and then somebody's like, "Hey, let me try to teach something new," or like, "Let me give you some new advice." I ain't never been a fan of you, so I don't even hear you. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I need your advice to get me here. So why the fuck should I take it now? What can you help me with? If I want advice, I got Kenny Omega. I got the Young Bucks. Why the fuck I need to ask you a question?
now I
But
have.
why can't you take advice from all of them though?
Well, I don't need to. I got my own team. My own team is rock stars. We balling over here. What device you need? I
No.
got here
Are
without your
you are
help,
you
without
trying to
WWE,
explain?
without your assistance.
Are you trying to explain his mind state, or are you like defending him like that's what you believe
Yes,
as well?
I'm defending his mindset, but I also agree he's right. I didn't
He's
need you
not
niggas to
right.
get
He's not
here.
right at
I'm doing
all.
the flippy flippy dance. Yeah, yeah, eyes. Fuck Mark Henry. And
This is why he's not
eat
right.
another Subway sandwich.
And okay, you can
No.
you can make fun of Mark Henry for being 10 times stronger than any of us is right now, and him and his elderly self could probably still break our hands with one handshake right now.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but let's be honest. So if Mark Henry and the Big Show, like in the Big Show, I think he just wants to be one of the boys. He's just like getting a job. Like he's cool with that. But Mark Henry wanted to be a mentor. He wanted to teach people. He wanted to show them pointers. It doesn't matter if I was the guy you watched growing up. Your market isn't the Japanese audience. The Japanese people are not watching AEW. They have New Japan. They have Joshi wrestlers. They have Stardom. They have their own wrestling. They're not watching AEW. They don't care. You know who's watching AEW? America. You know who's really not watching AEW? America, because America's watching WWE. He's trying to teach you guys how to wrestle for Americans. So Americans can be like, hey man, that's cool. I really like that guy. How to shoot a promo to an American. That's a totally different way. The Japanese style is not for everyone. I've had buddies of mine that hey, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna watch this Japanese tape. You want to watch it? It's wrestling, yeah. And then they like, man, I don't even understand that stuff. That don't make no sense. You know, Burning Hammer. Why is that move so special? They don't know that the Burning Hammer was protected for so long. Now it's nothing. You can get hit with 6 burning hammers, kick out at 2. That makes no sense whatsoever. So to think about the people, if you say, "Ah, man, my hero was Tamahashi," the average wrestling fan doesn't know who the hell that is. The only Japanese person they might know is that's old is Muda, maybe Chono. That's it. And if you only watch WWF, you don't know none. All you thinking about is Tajiri. You know what I'm saying? So no, you need to look at there's different styles of art. If your target audience is America, you need to use the WWE or WCW strategy. You need to wrestle like them. Rey Mysterio is the perfect example. Rey Mysterio was a luchador, but he took his style of being a luchador and mixed it in with wrestling like an American wrestler. And he became the perfect hybrid luchador and wrestler. And he taught other luchadors how to do both. The new guys like
Was
Hangman
Adam
Adam
Page champion?
of what?
Was Adam
AEW?
Page champion?
Who cares about AEW?
Okay, so
And I'm
what?
telling you that.
Okay, I think, but what I'm saying, okay. So there was a young comedian in the club, right? And Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
young
Rodney
comedian.
Dangerfield was in the crowd.
Not when
No,
they.
fuck you. The young comedian was like, "Yo, can you watch me tell jokes?" And Rodney was like, "Sure, kid, I'll see you on stage." So we watched the dude tell jokes. The kid is cursing and dick this and pussy that. And Rodney is like, "Yo, you gotta clean your act up because that shit's not gonna sell." 5 years later, after SNL, Beverly Hills Cop, Trading Places, Rodney Dangerfield sees Eddie Murphy and says, "Hey kid, who knew?" Like I'm saying,
I
you
remember
ain't
that.
gotta take advice from everybody. If you want to wrestle the WWE style you talking about, Alex, you gotta go to the fucking place and train. A crippled old ass black nigga ain't gonna teach you shit.
All right, but hold on here,
It ain't about the
because
style. It's about promos. And
but
AEW
you what you just said.
doesn't apply
I
really.
don't know if you actually watched Eddie Murphy on SNL. He definitely did water down some of that graphic content, and he did that. He watered it
Did you
down for
watch
his
his
movies.
fucking that's the stand-ups?
I did watch the stand-ups, but that's still not the same Eddie Murphy you got in SNL.
That's what Rodney
And
Dangerfield
that's
was talking about. No, Rodney
right,
Dangerfield was
but
talking about his stand-up was too dirty. Not so, but he continued to do that dirty stand-up and what he was known for.
he don't do it no more. He obviously understood that he cannot be that same Eddie Murphy every single place he went.
It's about adaptation at the end of the day. Read the room. Read the room.
You're talking about growth over time. Yes, I agree with growth over time. And growth over time, look what Adam Page has done. It's dude, that shit was Swerve. Was that advice from Mark Henry?
I don't know. But what I will say is this:
You don't know.
even if he did not agree with everything that Mark Henry would say, just out of respect, you could listen to him.
Uh,
Like I'm not saying he had to do every single idea Mark Henry had, but he's there, he's a vet, he's there to help you. Just listen and talk to him. Like it's out of respect.
But think about the other guys. Think about the other guys that work there. Dean Malenko, Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn said, yeah, they don't really listen too much. They want to do their own thing. Jerry Lynn wrestles their
Yeah,
style of wrestling, but Jerry Lynn was
yeah.
still a star. Like, who do you know more? Like our age, if you say, hey, you remember Jerry Lynn? He wrestled in WCW. He wrestled in ECW. He had a WWF Intercontinental. I mean, a cruiserweight one. He had a cruiserweight title once or twice. So he had a run. It wasn't the greatest run, but he did what they do just as good as they do, and he had more size than half of them. So you can still listen to these people. You can't tell me there's anybody on that roster that is a better mat wrestler than Dean Malenko when in his heyday, and he wrestles and he works there. You wouldn't listen to Dean Malenko?
who did Kenny Omega listen to when he was in Deep South
Oh my
Wrestling? And he
God.
was Bill DeMont.
Pretty sure he had to.
Uh,
Who who do the Young Bucks listen to?
Nobody. That's the
I
reason they
don't.
had to
They
get their
made it
own
in
company.
spite of all these people. Made it in spite of. We already here. What can you tell me? I already made it. Ain't
You
nothing you
did.
can tell me.
No, no, no. You were able. They were
Like Layla
able.
Ali and what was it? Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields.
Yes.
They both beefing right now because they feel they can't talk to each other.
Yes, I know.
Same situation. Like I ain't gotta listen to you. I'm more successful than you, got more money than you, got more belts than you, all that.
She has more
What
more
can you
belts.
tell me?
I
I
don't
did
think
it
she
in
has more
spite of
money.
you.
Just the Ali estate is more money than what
Then
Clarissa
the
Fields has.
oh yeah, okay. My bad. You got a point, sir. I'm sorry.
I said the estate by itself is more money than what she
But I
has.
don't see
Let's
why
think
y'all
about that.
think people gotta listen and take advice.
Respect. What's wrong
If
with
he don't
having
it's
want to
out of
respect?
listen to
respect.
you, he
It
ain't gotta
really is
listen
just
to
out of
you.
respect.
What's wrong with having respect? Yes, AEW is a successful company, but AEW looks successful
Yeah, well,
because AEW, and I'm not talking about successful when it comes to numbers. I'm not talking about when it's successful when it comes to, and by numbers I mean attendance numbers. No, they're not successful because they had to get smaller venues. But it looks better now. I think we all agree that the product looks better in a smaller venue because
There's
it looks.
people in
yes,
WWE
yes.
that got way more money or way more success than a Jason Jordan, but they still listen to him backstage.
Hmm. That's true.
Well,
That's
WWE is different. WWE's a whole nother. They
You just
respect their
moved the
legends and all.
goalposts very
AEW,
far.
they don't. I did not. It's a fact. WWE. Okay, am I wrong? WWE got a Legends deal for their originals. AEW fired all of them.
AEW has only been around like 5 years. They
six
don't.
years. Yeah.
Well, they
But
wouldn't
the
have no
people who
legend.
built the company, they're all gone and got replaced by WWE people. Swerve, Tony, Hurt Syndicate, Mercedes Monet, all your top stars are ex WWE.
John Moxley.
We're the originals. We're the originals.
Tony didn't
Where's
want those.
where's Sesame Daddy? Where's that at? Where's
He's a,
Nyla
They still
Rose?
he's
there.
Where's
still
Sunny
he's
Kiss?
still
Like
worker.
I'm saying, we has more respect for them.
Sonny Kiss left because he wasn't gonna
Where?
book him.
Nigga, you only see Nyla Rose during Pride Month.
No,
That's
I've
true.
seen
You
outside of that.
well,
Native Appreciation Month as well. Come on now.
exactly. They do not respect their original people who left. Britt Baker. Do I need to go on?
I think Britt Baker is not is more of a. I think that's just a
Personal issue.
backstage politic. Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
But when it
Whatever it is, they don't have any respect for their originals. WWE does.
it's
All their
just
top stars are ex WWE and trained, like you said, the WWE way. That's why they top stars. So they wrestled and got trained the WWE way. All that flippy shit don't get you nothing in AEW.
You
don't
just
tell
said
Rick
that
and
was
shit.
AEW.
But you said that's what AEW's core is.
That's the AEW match. That's what they tried to do, and that shit didn't work, obviously.
I think
What match were we talking about on the Rumble?
we were talking about the Rumble, but we
Exactly.
went left. We were talking about the men's Rumble,
We
but we
went
always
left.
go left, so it
Y'all
doesn't
niggas
matter.
pissed
We
me off
did.
with the Adam Page shit.
Especially you on
Don't
these
don't
rants,
talk don't
these
talk shit to Adam
angry
Page and the
rants.
elite. They right.
I like Adam
You will leave
Page's
the
new
elite alone,
gimmick.
sir.
I like Adam Page's new character with the mustache and he looks unclean, like he rolled in dirt before he gets in the match. And he just looked crazy and he clotheslines people for no reason and he just gives them dead eyes. Like I like that Adam Page. As a father, if someone did that stuff to me that Swerve did to him, same thing would happen to me. I'll probably lose my mind as well. But what I'm saying is his mindset about older people coming to you and giving you advice is not correct. He just be nice. You don't want to because let's say Tony finally gives up on this project and says, "I'm done."
Nah.
Where are you going to go? The reason I say that is Ted Turner loved wrestling probably just as much as Tony Khan. What happened to that?
You think AEW gonna get bought out by WWE or Vince?
Get bought
I
up by by
Mad
Warner.
Max, by Warner Brothers,
Mm.
the same people that bought WCW. The base was Warner
Mm,
Brothers.
that
Warner
would be
Brothers is
crazy. That would be crazy.
so when they buy that and it gets eaten up by the WCW, and then they be like, man, we tired of this. We want to put something else on her. We like slap fighting for Dana White. And then the next thing you know, where Hangman Adam Page gonna have to
Somebody
work at?
is going to try to give them a big TV deal.
Slap
We
fighting?
don't have Spike
I can
TV
see
no
that.
more. I don't see Warner Brothers being the company. It has to be like some like men centered channel.
No, I think they'll probably go the route of like a Netflix deal, a streaming service.
Oh yeah, yeah. But if they was to go on TV, like it has to be like some network that's target demo is um
Men
yeah.
18 to 43. The demo, definitely for that. But and I say that as a fan of slap fighting, I know it's concussion central because I've seen people get instant concussions, getting hit and get knocked out. So
I see one of the Paul brothers starting the league.
speaking of the Paul brothers, what do you guys think about them going to fight each other?
I don't know.
It's
Been
staged. It's
wanting
all those
somebody to
fights are
knock one of
staged,
them
bro.
out.
The Tyson fight was staged.
Yes, I agree. The Tyson fight was
I've been
staged.
wanting we've been wanting somebody to knock one of them out, and now I guess the only hope is that they knock each other out.
They gonna clinch and hug a lot.
Oh, they definitely are. They and then after it's over, they're gonna do some big group hug
Hmm.
and celebrate, and
Yeah.
there's gonna be Prime and Lunchly logos everywhere.
Look in the ring and just say "Gotcha, bitch." That's all they're gonna say, and then everybody's gonna feel stupid. It's
Mr.
gonna be
Beast
horrible.
and KSI is gonna be in the ring dancing with them.
I mean, well, okay, so let's think about this. We're gonna see KSI is probably gonna be at the Rumble. Speed is gonna be at the Rumble. It's already been shown. Um, Kai Sent is going to be streaming. Him and Speed are both going to be streaming at the Royal Rumble. Um, it's
I
very.
don't need it. Don't
I
need
don't.
it.
That's what I was going to ask you. How do you feel about it? It's very social media, young person centric this year.
WWE always goes for those type of things. There was something interesting I seen Dave Meltzer was complaining about it. Actually he was complaining about all the people that was at Raw this week. And he was saying it's too many celebrities, and somebody was pointing out, is it a problem because it's too many celebrities, or is it a problem because the type
They're
of people
black.
that these celebrities? Yeah, I was trying to sugarcoat it. I was
I mean, let's not lie. They're black. We don't do that here, brother. We,
So
do-
it's like, well, part of me is annoyed,
Yeah.
but then there's a
They
part
don't.
of me is like, these ain't the ones I want to complain about. But me, I've
Yeah.
always my thing is wrestling's a niche market. I don't want it to go chase
too
for mainstream
mainstream.
people to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm like when there's celebrities that like what's her name, the girl from Disney that's been popping up lately.
Oh yeah, I know
Uh,
who loves wrestling, but she loves wrestling.
yeah, like I'm cool with that. But when it's forced, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
get that.
Well, most of those people they most of the people in that were in that audience watch wrestling because they have children and their kids watch wrestling, and they're and Triple H probably like, hey, you want to be there? I can put you on one of
Then
my games.
the ones that do really love it, like either WWE sometimes ignores them, like
Hmm.
Griselda or
Yeah,
what's her name from TLC. Chili used to come a lot.
yeah. But she used to literally just because she loved wrestling.
Yeah, and there was never no coverage. And it's like this is a legend in the audience. Like, what are we
But
doing?
but that was Vince. I think if she came right now, if she went to the Georgia show,
Yeah.
Triple H would have put on her TLC legend. Chili. I think it definitely would have been something. It's a different story right now. I know a lot of people do have the issue that every WWE theme is black. Black created. It's all the hip hop. It's all hip hop. Every one of them. NXT, WWE, Raw, and SmackDown are all hip hop songs. Not good ones necessarily, but hip hop songs. You know, and not even not good. I don't think they fit wrestling particularly. But yes. But sir, Peter had an incoming call, so his stopped. So it's just me and you again. So you have, as you have stated, that you have John Cena, and you want to see John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
John Cena needs to have his moment. John Cena is going to have his moment, and Cody Rhodes. But now I don't know now because I kind of like the idea of Kevin Owens beating Cody Rhodes and Punk versus Kevin. I kind of like that better, so I'm gonna go with that one.
So you're going with Punk versus Kevin over Cody
I would love
Rhodes.
to see that shit. I just with the history behind those two.
That's
I
true.
know it's not gonna happen. I know it's just fantasy booking, but I would love to see that.
They'll touch eventually, like in some way. I'm pretty sure they'll have a match,
Yeah.
but I don't think it'll be a Mania match. But they'll touch, and it'll be an intense
Hmm.
match and promo. They'll touch, and it'll be something that we'll be like, oh, okay, that's fire. Um, I know you want to,
Hmm.
but I know you want to see that, but I know in your heart you want to see the Cena. But if that does happen, where do you see anybody else? Where do you see, um, what's for Roman? What's for Roman to do? Roman has to be at WrestleMania.
I forgot all about Roman. This is weird. It's like going into last year, it was all about the bloodline. It was so much hype with The Rock and Cody. This year, there's not really a whole lot of hype, and there's not really a whole lot of even going into the Rumble. Like, I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go. They spent so much time on main event, pushing that and the Netflix thing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really. They had so much shit that they were pushing, and they weren't spending time like last year. They had time to spend on Royal Rumble and the Road to Mania because they didn't have other shit before that.
That's true. That's true. I give you that. See, for me, I feel like with Roman, Roman doesn't necessarily have to be for a title, but it has to be for a main event. If Cena does win, I feel like what I said about the favor is still going to happen, and he's going to screw over Roman, and then we're going to have Roman versus Punk at Mania. Um, you know, and that's the only way I
Roman
can see
versus
that.
Punk would be nice too. I'm not hating on that. Yeah, that would be nice too. Roman versus Punk.
Because I think they'll
I
have
prefer
nice
to have
promos.
Roman versus Jimmy Fat too, but or Roman versus Jacob Fatu, but
Man, I don't see Roman versus Jacob, but I see Jacob versus Solo. He kicked Solo out there out of his new
Solo can't
deal.
wrestle.
Exactly, and that's the reason
Solo
Solo's taking
cannot
that L.
wrestle.
So
You
out
go
of
back to
the
NXT for a while, man.
out of the new bloodlines, do you feel the only ones that can wrestle are Tonga, Tama and Jacob?
Tamatonga and Jacob are only two that can wrestle. I don't know what happened to Gorillas of Destiny. I don't remember I don't remember this shit. Because when I was watching the Bull, I'm talking about the OG Bullet Club. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember him being this botchy.
Not that you said you don't remember him being this botchy. He didn't.
No.
I don't. I think to him, I don't think he felt he was a botch. I think he felt that he's. It could be nerves. Could be nerves. Granted, he was in the
Do this every
WWE.
week.
Nerves. Granted, he was in the WWE before all of them. If you remember Camacho,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
yeah.
when he was Latino, even though he was still he
Ha,
was. It makes
ha.
sense. He's almost like Joaquin Wow, who is Filipino,
Hey,
but somehow he's in the LWO.
if The Rock can play a white MMA or boxer or whatever, then it's
Oh,
possible
Frank
for
Mir.
anyone to, yeah, yeah,
Hey, did you see the makeup job they did for The Rock to make him look like Frank Mir?
yeah,
It's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Like, damn,
yeah,
they made you look like a totally different. They was
yeah.
like, we don't even want you to know that's Dwayne Johnson under that makeup. That was horrible. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
my God.
I hope he gets that Oscar. If he does get it, I'll applaud for The Rock. I don't think he will, but I hope he does. But I hope he does.
No, it's
So,
not. I gotta hop off. I'm about to go
all
meet up with
right,
my girl for dinner.
all righty.
So
You eat well,
is Peter
be
still there?
good. No, the Peter got on the call, so it dropped in. So, sir, I will see you later. Eat well. Happy Royal Rumble.
Peace, man.
Peace.
Oh, I
Hmm.
hate y'all. I'll see you later, bro.
See you later. And to wrap it all up, all I gotta say is I'm excited. I have not been to a WWE pay per view in over 20 years, and this I am very, very, very excited to to just be back and feel it again. My last pay per view that I experienced was Judgment Day, um, 2000 WWE Judgment Day 2000 at Freedom Hall, and it was one of the best pay per views I had seen in ever, and definitely the best pay per view I'd been to because it was the only WWE pay per view I had been to. Um, and but to think about other things, there was a little over 16,000 people there, and man, I felt like it was packed, and it was a ton of people. But to think about it now, Sunday it's going to be over 50,000 people, and 20 years later, high school a high school kid in 2000, and now a 42-year-old man with a daughter starting college and a son as a freshman in high school. I definitely will look at it as a different experience now, but it will still be a great experience nonetheless. So thank you guys. We are Rope Break, a professional wrestling podcast. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Shaw. And everyone else, good night.